Start recording. Hey everyone, it's Video Wednesday. Welcome to Tea Time with Tea. Last week was rough on me. Um, Saturday was the 16-year anniversary of the wreck that made me become disabled. I was in a lot of pain and very bitchy last week. So, yeah, I kind of made a couple people cry. Sorry about that. I did apologize because I was wrong. But this week we have another combo uh, topic because I thought these two went well together. And these are from Michelle on Facebook. And the first one is dating in your later years. What, you calling me old? No, I'm just kidding. Um, as you get older, dating is harder, but dating is hard at any age because dating sucks and it's stupid. Because you go out with someone and they pretend to be somebody they're not. They act or talk or say or whatever how they think you want them to be. Just fucking be yourself. And that way, you know right off the bat whether you're gonna click or you're not, and you don't waste anybody's time. Because, some people feel that after you hit the age of 40, that, your time is limited. You need to hurry up and find someone. Honestly, I don't believe that. If you cannot be happy being by yourself, then you can't be happy being with someone else. Because happiness starts inside of you. If you don't know what makes you happy, and you can't make yourself happy, how do you expect anybody else to make you happy? And you got to be careful nowadays because so many people are lying and about who they are, or their past or whatever. But you have to follow your instincts. I'm a big um, believer in your gut instinct. If your gut tells you, hey, back off, don't go out with this person, then back off, don't go out with this person. Because you pick up things that you don't consciously realize. Your subconscious will lead you. That's what your intuition is. Um, for example, you meet an ex murderer and you're like, ooh, he kind of gives me the creeps, or ooh, she kind of gives me the creeps. Well, that creepy feeling is your intuition telling you to tuck tail and run the other way. And it's just, you have to have trust in yourself to, you know, believe enough in yourself that you can follow your intuition. And having enough faith and trust in yourself is one of the hardest self help, self healing things you can do, because it's just hard because you're your own worst critic. You think, oh, well, I made all these bad choices. I'm going to make these bad choices again over and over. A mistake is a mistake. You're supposed to learn from it. That's part of being human. You will make mistakes, you will fail, but you pick yourself up and you dust yourself off and you keep on trucking. And that's just the same thing with dating in your later years. Um, I'm not a list maker when it comes to dating. I like all different kinds of people for different reasons. I don't have a specific type of person to date because I like this person for this reason. I like that person for that reason, and none of them have anything in common. So, as you get older, it does get harder because, everybody wants a spring chicken. But, be realistic. What do you have in common with somebody that's 20 years older than you or 20 years younger than you? You're in different points of your life. You need different things. So, what you do is you find a person that has the same goals, the same interests. There needs to be a little bit of variety because you need to learn from each other. But, the dating process, the eliminating the jackasses and the bitches, that's a tough one. And I'm not I'm past that in my life. I personally could care less. If somebody shows up in my life, hey, that's great, but I'm not out there searching for someone because, if you're looking for something and you're looking too hard and it's right here in front of your face, you're never going to find it. Okay, and on to her second topic, how to trust when squashed by the idiots of life. Okay, I was having a conversation with one of our neighbors the other day, last night, as a matter of fact. Um, it is so hard not to take what the jackasses from your past has done to you and judge the person standing in front of you for that. For example, your ex's name is John. John beat the shit out of you. Okay? You're dating Steve now. Steve's never laid a hand on you, but you are judging him by John's behavior, by your past. It's not hurting John that you're still carrying around this. It's hurting you. It's hurting Steve. It's hurting y'all's relationship. Um, it's one of the hardest things to do. You have to personally work on that because your happiness depends on you. And if you're carrying all this negative residue from your past, it's going to affect your present and your future. You if you've been lied to a million times, it is hard to trust somebody. But you have to go out on a limb and give them at least one chance. I'm not big on being lied to repeatedly, or I'm like this. Your word is your worth. If you cannot keep your word, you're always breaking your promises, or I'm going to be here at a certain time and you show up 2 hours late and there's no reason just because you're fucking late. I don't like that because you're not trustworthy. You can't be trusted to keep your word. And I will tell you that. You get one chance. But that's the way I've always been with that. My ex-husband, he cheated on me. But I don't think every man's a cheater. Every human has the ability to be a cheater. But I don't automatically see, this guy I'm interested in and we're talking and going on a date. I don't automatically think, ooh, I can't trust him. Let me check his phone. If you have to check the phone, the emails, the Facebook account, the Twitter account, the Tumblr account, the Instagram account, if you are always having to check up on them, that is your issue that you're going to have to work through, because something in you, something in your emotions is making you skeptical. It's probably from your past and you're letting that ruin your present and your future. I will tell you, a honest man that is constantly being checked up on will get tired of it. He will, give you a reason to think he's cheating or be jealous. He's like, if I'm going to be accused of it, I might as well do it. So, you have to, you're the only one that can control yourself. You have to recognize your tics, your bad habits, and you have to figure out the root of them, and then you have to fix them. If you don't, you'll end up sabotaging yourself, and that's only, that's only your fault. But it's the hardest thing in the world to do is work on yourself. But yourself is what you need to work on the most, because you can't control everybody outside of your bubble. The only person you can control is you. And it starts with you and ends with you. You have to break the cycle. If it's from abuse, if it's from cheating, if it's from lying, that cycle has to stop and end with you. That's the only way it can happen. Excuse me. Now, I'm running low on topics, so I really need people to, post some suggestions, or, I'm going to have to just start pulling them out of my ass. If you like the videos, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with all your friends. Stalk me here on YouTube, stalk me on Facebook. I don't care. And please remember, be good to others, but especially be good to you. See you next week.